Okay, question number 2. Evaluate this, where C is boundary region bounded by the parabola this and this. In the previous lesson, I told you that you are supposed to draw the graphs first. Okay, and you have to check for you have to understand the question. The question now is saying evaluate. It is not saying verify. Okay, if it is saying evaluate, this is easy. You have to solve one side of the screen's theorem. If you can choose the right hand side, you can choose the left hand side. Okay, choose what you want. So I'm going to draw the graphs. This is y, this is x. This is y is equal to root x. This is nothing but y squared is equal to x. This is y squared is equal to root of x. This one, this is the graph. Y is equal to x squared. So this is the region, okay, bounded by the two curves. This is the region bounded by the two curves. So using the right hand side, you're supposed to find the partial derivative of q with respect to x, the partial derivative of p with respect to y. So you have to find q, compare this and this. So q is nothing but 4y subtract xy. P is equal to 3x squared subtract 8y squared. So the partial derivative of q with respect to x is equal to, this is a constant, so it is 0. This is subtract 6y. The partial derivative of p with respect to y is equal to, this is a constant, so it is 0, subtract 16y. Now, what is the lower limit for x and what is the lower limit for y? Okay, let's substitute first into this equation. The partial derivative of q with respect to x, this is negative 6y, subtract, then subtract 16y dx dy. So you are supposed to find the lower limit of x, the upper limit of x, the lower limit of y, the upper limit of y. I'm going to draw a horizontal strip. From this graph, the upper limit of x, the upper limit of x is from this curve. This curve. This is the curve of y is equal to x. So you make x be the subject of the formula. X is equal to root y. This is the upper limit. What about the lower limit? The lower limit is from this curve. Okay, the lower limit is from this curve. This is x is equal to y squared. X is equal to y squared. Okay, okay. Let's substitute y squared root y. What about y? The lower limit of y is 0. The upper limit is 1. Okay, this is 0 and this is 1. If you check, the two graphs are intersecting at point 1, and 0, 0. The upper limit of y is 1 and the lower limit of y is 0. This is the integral from 0 up to 1, y squared root y. This becomes positive, so it becomes 10y with respect to x with respect to 1. This is 0 up to 1. We are supposed to integrate this with respect to x. This becomes 10y x from y squared root y with respect to y. Now let's substitute. We substitute the integral from 0 up to 1. This becomes 10 y into root x minus 10 y into y squared with respect to, this is with respect to y. This is from 0 up to 1. Okay, I made a mistake here, it's y. Okay, so this is y and this is y to the power half. So this becomes 10y to the power 3 by 2. Subtract 10y cubed with respect to y. Let's integrate this with respect to y. This is 10y to the power 5 over 2. Okay, divided by 5, 2 becomes here into 2. Okay, subtract 10y to the power 4 by 4. Okay, 10y to the power 4 by 4 from 0 up to 1. This becomes 20 by 5, subtract 10 by 4. 20 by 5, this is 4, subtract 10 by 4. The answer is 3 by 2. I ignored this lower limit because it becomes 0. Okay, if you substitute here 0 is 0, so this becomes 0.